So it's nearly time. FM24 is on the way. So it's time to reveal what we're going to be doing for FM24 save-wise on this channel. That's right, I've decided the save we're going to run on this channel, and we're going to start it right from the beta. We're not messing around and waiting, we're going straight from beta. Now what I wanted was a one club long haul save that we can really get our teeth into. A bit like the Messina save we did in FM22, where we went from Serie B all the way to Serie A, building the club as we went. This is a beautiful thing, right? We've done it. We've done the impossible. We've just won Serie A. Now I considered going to Italy, but I've done that, and what was vital was whatever club I chose, the backstory was all important. We want to grow one with history, and ideally one that has neighbours and that are a much bigger club. Now, with the help of my amigo Llama, you know FM Llama over on the Manager Seat channel, we have the backstory for our club for the first save of FM24. Now, the stipulations for this save that I'm going to put in place will come at the end of this little montage that Llama's put together. Well, that I've stole off Llama. It's like a little movie, so roll footage.
Portugal. Here on the banks of the River Douro is beautiful Oporto, home to 1.6 million residents, as well as one of the giants of the domestic game, FC Porto. The 2 times champions of Europe are also the reigning domestic title winners. But there is a team from the suburb of Paranhos who have been displaced by the local authorities and now play in the shadows of their giant neighbours. And we're not talking about Boa Vista, the city's second side. No, this is a club that adopted the red shirts of Benfica as well as an eagle on their crest as worn by the Lisbon Giants. This is a club that has played European football. This is SC Salgueiros. Once one of Portugal's top flight clubs, and adopting the motto, in adversity some give up, others break records, they now compete in Portugal's 4th tier, the bottom playable division in Football Manager. Sport Comercio Salgueiros were formed in 1911 by 3 friends who had just watched Porto take on Benfica. The trio would meet each evening under a lamppost in their local district of Oporto to discuss plans for their new side, and they raised funds by singing Christmas carols in their neighbourhood. By the 1930s, Salgueiros were an established 2nd division side with sporadic spells in the top tier, but by the 1980s they were a club on the rise, becoming an established top flight side, with their highest finish being 5th place in 1991, which qualified the club for the following season's UEFA Cup. They went on to be defeated by a Cannes side, giving a European debut to Zinedine Zidane, but the club last appeared in Portugal's top division in 2002. And a period of decline followed. A financial crisis led to their demotion to the 3rd tier, and in 2006 the City Council purchased their iconic stadium to build a subway station, with conspiracy theorists proposing that the pro-Porto Council were keen to eradicate the club from the poor suburbs who wore the colours of Porto's arch-rivals. For 3 seasons, Salgueiros were unable to register a side for any competition until a comeback in 2008. They began in the 7th tier of Portugal's amateur leagues, but they still averaged the 15th highest attendance in the country, and they've now fought their way back to compete in the 4th division. Salgueiros have a rich heritage, a passionate fan base, and have even developed a player or 2 in their time, such as Champions League winner Deco. This is your opportunity to take over a historic club and build it from the ground up, developing a squad, building a legacy, and reviving old grudges as you take over at Sport Comercio Salgueiros.
There you have it. Now, what I really love about this club is not only the fall from grace, the low start point, but the fact that they have basically modelled their club, the badge, the kit, basically everything, on their illustrious neighbours Porto, well, their biggest rivals Benfica.
You son of a bitch.
I mean, that is bad boy sorcery of the peak level. So we all see the production line in Portuguese football of players, top players from Porto, Sporting and especially Benfica going to all of Europe's elite leagues for huge fees. but then replacing these players with much cheaper options, rinse and repeat, and they go off. It's unbelievable. The profit that Benfica have made alone is staggering. And we will be no different. We're going to have to sell our players to bigger clubs if they come in with realistic money. So basically, if they come in with a player for 50 million, we're going to take it. We can't just say, no, I want him for my save. He's got to go. It's then our job to replace these players with a combination of our youth development, which I've got high hopes for in FM24, or the scouting network, specifically in South America. And the reason for this is Portuguese football is elite at finding these players. I mean, the list is endless. Just recently, Enzo Fernandez bought for hardly anything, sold for over 120 million to Chelsea. Go a bit further back to Edison, to Man City. So finding these players and then selling them on and just keeping it ticking and ticking for the duration of the save is the aim for this club. I'm super looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to FM24. I know FM25 is going to be huge, but I'm still looking forward to FM24 as well. So the goals of this save are get this club up the leagues, back into the top flight. That's the first goal. Maybe a trophy. That's the second goal. The third goal, maybe a little European journey. Who knows where we can take it. And finally, now this is the big one, and probably one we won't be able to do, but we're going to try. We're going to attempt to turn over a huge profit, but not just a profit. I want to get to a profit of £1 billion stroke euros.
Tell me he didn't just say that.
Over the save's entirety. Can we do it? The save begins from beta. I'm not doing a beta save with a big club. We're rocking it straight from beta. That's right, we're going straight in. I hope you're there with me on this channel. Let's see what happens.